So, story time. Today was a second interview for a job. Yesterday was the first interview with the female co manager, and I thought it went exceptionally well. When I greeted her, she was super bubbly, super warm, and very inviting, and I really liked that. So, of course, I was ecstatic. She went over my career history on my resume, and she was super excited that a lot of the things that I've already previously done aligned with what was needed for the job. So she was just like, "Oh, you're a shoo-in. You seem like a perfect fit. We're vibing. Every question she's asking me, I feel like I'm answering it pretty well. I know a lot about the specs for my previous job, so it aligned with that job. So she was really happy to hear it. So halfway through the interview, she starts telling me about the daily task of the job. She's like, so this is what you would do when you come in, da 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 da, just going over all the aspects of the job. So halfway through the job, we literally just start vibing. She's like super cool, really nice. And she goes, I really want you to go ahead and meet the second manager. She was like, he has availability later on this week. She was like, but I really want to go ahead and get this, meeting in the bag, and so we can, potentially onboard you, because I think you're a shoe in for this job, for this position. I'm like, okay, great. So she was like, can you come in tomorrow around 3 o'clock? I was like, absolutely, I can come in tomorrow. So I, clear my schedule, other than homework, to go to this interview. And I get there 15 minutes before the interview is supposed to take place, because you want to show good character, and I'm an early bird, and I believe in good attendance. And so I get there, and like 10 minutes before, they say, okay, well, he's still in his office right now, and he's busy, so we're going to let you sit outside of his office. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I sit outside of his office, and I see her like a little bit before 3 o'clock, and she goes, "Oh my God, hi, Victoria, hi." I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" And she was like, he still hasn't scored you back in." I was like, "No, not yet." And she was like, "Well, let me just go see if everything's okay." And he remembered. I'm like, "Okay, cool." So she goes in, and then she comes back out, and she's like, "Oh, he's still on the phone call, but he'll be right with you." And she was like, "I'm so glad to see you today." She was like, "Oh my gosh." I was like, "You too." Cool vibes, I'm trying to tell you. So it's like I look at my phone, and at this point it's like 3:15 p.m., 15 minutes past her interview time. So I'm like, okay, he must be really, really busy. So he finally comes out, and he goes, "Hi, I'm so and so. You must be." And that's literally how he greeted me. I was like, okay, that should have been my first red flag, though, because what? He just seemed like he was so uninterested, didn't want to be there. And that should have been the first part of the interview that flagged me, like, oh, okay, girl,